Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is another round in the Desert Zaku Rommel Custom, which I have come to really enjoy. Like I mentioned before, it has a tackling ability that is basically what the Zaku 1 and the Zuda had in Gundam Battle Operation 1, except with basically a balance to it to make it a little bit more fair. Which is that when it does, I believe, triple its usual tackle damage when its boost gauge is full. So, yeah, you're going to see me doing a lot of walking in this round when I could be using my maneuver armor, when I could be getting out of the way of things, because I just don't want to be using that boost until I can use it to do damage. So, I'm trying to get over that reticence, except when it's, except when I feel it's really necessary, because just sometimes tanking the hits is just going to get me killed. But then sometimes I can do 3,900 damage to a Gelgoog Marine, which then hit me back, but not as hard as I hit it, I don't believe. Or if so, just barely out of 2 saber swings instead of 1 tackle. And besides, my time on the ground gave me the time to recharge said tackle. There is a Hildolfer, which I would love to get my hands on. I believe I'm not going to do so, though. That Thunderbolt Goof just saw me coming from a mile away, which honestly was not hard, and now I'm on the ground. So, yeah, just can't telegraph your shots. You have to wait until somebody has used their resources and is vulnerable or is not paying attention to you, or ideally both. But there's a tackle for 4,300 damage to that, I believe it's a Gundam Marine type. Yep, I see the antenna. It stopped me in the middle of my downswing because it has a lot of stopping power. I don't think I got the damage. I feel like I grazed it with that tackle, but it didn't end up meaning anything. And now I'm caught between like 3 or 4 things all trying to kill me. I did manage to get a chop in on that Hildolfer on my way through, but I am also now dead. Because again, just, sometimes you can't save that boost, just like I probably shouldn't have and should have gotten out of the way of some of the shots there instead. But, that's me. That's the fault of the brain. The brain is a thing. But we are going to spawn back in and see what other kind of damage we can do, because there's a lot of things to hit. So hopefully, we'll be able to do something here. Probably waited, I think, for a couple more teammates. It also has an anti-air rifle, which just did its job admirably. Because I'm trying to use that more too, because if all 3 shots hit, it does stun. But, all 3 shots will, I believe, knock a flying unit out of the air. So, right now though, I hit that Gym Sniper, and I blew up its shield with a tackle, and I am here by myself, which, again, just, managed to take out the Gym Sniper 2 White Dingo in that time, and took out the Hildolfer as well, so survived an encounter that could easily have killed me instead. And now, I think I make a few mistakes here, possibly a few dozen, because I'm going to try mainly to keep, pushing against the enemy team, keep them from moving up. And I don't have a lot of health, and unless I get in there, which is a bad place for me to be without any backup, I can't really do much. So yeah, it's time for me to leave. I did tag the Goof with the rocket bazooka. That's something at least. And now it is coming around the corner. And yeah, all three shots from the anti-air gun will knock something out of the air. So yeah, I'm not exactly a hard counter for that Goof because it has type advantage, but I can, if I'm careful and land my shots carefully, I can keep it out of the air when I need to. So I'm going to die again. I'm going to try and sneak in at least one more, doom tackle before I do. Trying to get around behind that Hildolfer, but it is retreating quickly because I think it figured it out. And somebody shot me, which, they very much should have done. Because I was trying to, do their teammates a murder, and that's, not what anybody particularly wants, I don't think. Probably depends on the teammates, but, that's just how this game works. But as you can see, we have captured the entire center, so that does put us in a pretty good position. That said, we need a pretty good position because we're down 1,100 points. So we're down now about 500 points. It's a 400 room, so that's, that's an improvement. We're basically 1 kill behind, so what the heck. And, yep, still just using the anti-air gun. Kind of don't... That fire would not hurt me because it's from one of our people, I believe, but it would obscure my vision, which is not ideal. So, and let's see. I'm on the ground. I haven't lost a ton of health. That Gym Sniper White Dingo is, it knows I'm after it. It's kind of hard to miss that, but yeah, I just kind of smeared it against that wall and managed to kill it because, yeah, of course, counters do more damage than tackles. So that is, I was able to that probably was like a 7,000 to 8,000 damage tackle. I would love to see the full number, but I have no way of knowing, of course, because I only saw the second half of it. Good news is, by the time you see this, I believe, and I managed to land the tackle and the tomahawk downswing, which is very rare for me. But yeah, by the time you see this, though, there will be a way to see that damage number, because I will be able to go into training mode and see it, because they have now adjusted. By the time you see this, they will have adjusted training mode probably to allow you to see build stun and allow you to always perform tackles, so you can counter tackles, so you can follow up on them more efficiently and learn better strategies for that. I just hit that Gelgig Marine with a counter, and I just hit that Gelgig Marine with a tackle, so it is nearly dead. So we're going to push forward here. And I thought I hit it, but we'll go for the ASL version of that. Yeah, somebody else got it. That's fine. It was got. The important thing is the getting, not who got. I like good numbers and good performance for YouTube, obviously, but I think I'm doing relatively well here, and I'm hoping it's an entertaining round. I am just doing that poor goof athwart every time it moves up. So that is, and I think I've used that phrasing like twice now. Brain's gone. Oh well. And the goof is sick of me, I think, because it is moving in pretty hard. Yep. And between it and the Marine Gundam, I am dead. So 20-some seconds left. I may or may not have time to spawn back in. I'm not sure. And depending on our scores, I may or may not bother, because if I'm only going to get like 5 seconds of operational life, which is what I'm looking at, I might leave it. But we are close, so that might be a mistake. We'll see what I do. Hopefully I do something useful and not dumb, but no promises. No, I seem to have decided to let it go, which, yeah, I did, and I'm not sure why. I should have jumped back in there. I don't know that I would have had time to do anything, but much better to know for sure than to guess. Oh well, but I, ran the board pretty well. 3,000 out of our 8,200 points from me, 61k damage, 6 kills and 3 deaths. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! So I was very sad while I was messing with this to discover that no, you really can't get a good Krillin out of it just because the colors don't quite match up. I mean, you can do okay, but that shield on the big shoulder shield that is the source of its tackling power is kind of a problem for that because, well, Krillin doesn't have a big shield on his shoulder, so that kind of makes things hard to match up a little bit.